Welcome to the class, children. Yes, so today we are going to deal with a new unit, that is unit number 12, the conditionals, the last chapter or unit of your practice book. Okay, that is the conditional sentences. Okay, let us see what are conditionals. See, children, conditional is a type of sentence that is made up of an if clause. Okay, if clause condition and a main clause the result. For example, children, always we say na, if you don't study hard you will fail in the exam, right? So if when you use it as a condition applied, and what is the result of that, okay, that is what we call as a conditional. Okay, so conditional is a type of a sentence that is made up of an if clause and a main clause which is a result. Okay, the sentence describes a situation that might happen or might have happened. It might have already happened or might have not happened. Okay, so here first let us study the different kinds of conditionals that are. We have 5 different kinds of conditionals, that is zero conditional, first conditional, second conditional, third conditional, and the mixed conditional. Okay, so here we have the 5 different kinds of conditionals. Let us learn one by one. Now, what is zero conditional? If plus simple present tense. Like for example, we read like I read, you read, I drink water, you drink water, you fight. Okay, this is called a simple present tense. Present simple. Okay, so same refers to the situation that are always true or possible. If it rains, the ground gets wet. You can see that the conditional if is used. If it rains, here rains is in simple present tense. Can you see the ground gets wet, right? Gets is also a present tense. If you heat ice, it melts. Here heat is a simple present and it melts is also in a simple present. Okay, it is called as a zero conditional where no other tense form is used or other verbs form is used. It is only both the present forms with the help of this if conditional. Okay, so see here. So when, even sometimes also we can change if into when. For example, we can say when it rains the ground gets wet. When you heat ice, it melts. It's nothing wrong. Okay, instead of if, we can use when also. Okay, now coming to the next one, that is the first conditional. So if plus simple present, as already we have learned, and the result you have to write in a future simple where we use will or shall. Okay, so it refers to the situation that is possible or realistic. For example, if I go to the bed, go to shop, I will buy something. Okay, obviously, right? Just now even I too gave an example. If you don't work hard, you will fail. When I see if you don't work hard, here it is a simple present. Work is a simple present there, and don't work hard is then for, and here in the future I told you that you will fail. The future, it may result in that. Okay, so if I go to the shop, it is a situation, and in the what is the result is I will buy something. If I study hard, I will pass my exam, right? It is a situation and it is a result. That is what is happened here. So here in the first we use the present form and the result will be always in the future form. That is the first conditional. So now I'll recollect the first one, that is a zero conditional. What is zero conditional, children? There only both will be in a simple present with the if. Okay, and there we can even change if with when also, right? So if it rains, the ground gets wet. Okay, here both are in the simple present form, but in the first conditional, what is that? It will be the if clause is followed by the a simple present and ends with a result using the future tense. Okay, next. Yes, we have the third conditional here. Second conditional here. Here we have a different one, that is if past simple, like I ate. If I ate chocolates, I would face stomach ache. Here after that it is followed by would plus the verb base form. If I won the lottery, One is a past tense here. I would buy a mansion, right? If I were you, I would quit smoking, right? So here would plus the verb base form is used. Quit, buy, which is in simple form we can say, and one were is in a past tense, okay, and would is followed by that. So if I won the lottery, I would buy a mansion. Okay, now coming to the third conditional, that is if plus past perfect. Children, past perfect, always keep in your mind, it is used with the had plus V3 form. Already you know what is a V3 form, or past participle. Okay, if past participle, past perfect is like had plus past participle, had drunk, had eaten, had written. Okay, in that way, right? Always keep in your mind, past perfect is used with the. Okay, so always keep in your mind that always the past perfect is just with the helping verb had and a V3 form, that is past participle. Okay, if I had saved my money, then it is followed by would have. I would have bought a car. Again, past participle, that is a V3 form is used. Keep in your mind, children. You just have to by had these, the green colored, what I have given the conditions, na? Structures, right? We call them as a structure. For second conditional, what is the structure you have to remember? What is the first conditional structure you have to remember? Okay, if you do this, it will be helpful for you to remember. Okay, so the third conditional is if plus past perfect plus would have and plus past participle. Okay, don't have, there's a difference here. Here in past perfect you use, in past perfect you always use had plus V3 form. Okay, and past participle is nothing but only V3 form. Keep in your mind. Okay, had will be there here in the beginning, and but in the end only it will be the V3 form, and would have is plus added. Okay, so if I say had saved money, you can see that had saved, had is a past perfect, saved is a past perfect tense there. I would have, it is there in the structure. Bought is the V3 form of the verb. Okay, so if I had saved my money, I would have bought a car. If I had studied well, I would have passed my exam. Now here you can see the mixed. Okay, here in mixed there are some conditions. Check out here. If plus second conditional. So what is second conditional, children? Okay, just have a look, right? See here, second condition is nothing but, it is like past simple plus would plus verb, right? Past simple past tense, right? Plus would plus verb form, verb base form. Okay. And third conditional, for example, it is like if plus past perfect plus would have plus past participle. Okay, if I weren't so busy, I weren't is a past simple past. I would have, or it is this, gone on a holiday. Here past participle is being used, on a holiday last week. Okay, it is a mixture of all this, because verb two times we can't use, right? The past participle is a verb form only, but it is in a V3 form. So that is used here, gone. Would have is common in both. Would have is common in both. Okay, so only one time we will use, but here in the beginning we always use with the what you call the simple past tense, right? So if, and sometimes it happens in a vice versa. Sometimes it will start with a third conditional and end with a second conditional. If plus past participle would have plus wave, same it is. If I had been born in UK, so it is a third conditional. Had been is there, had been born, past perfect. In the UK, I would have spoken, I would speak, because it is, right, English very well. I would have spoken English very well also we can write, because I had to use here would have, right children? I would have spoken, V3 form, right? Spoken English very well. Okay, so just have a look. If I get to the airport on time, I won't miss my flight. See here, it is in a simple present, the first conditional what we had, and will not. See, always will not is written in the short form or contraction form as won't. Okay, if I get to the airport on time, I won't miss my flight. Now, all of you children, open your practice book, unit 9, conditionals, page number 77. Children, you might have heard about this CID. Am I right? Okay, yes. Maybe you might have listened or you might have seen the serials also, right, of CIDs, where we call them as detectives, right? They are the one who solve the cases which the police they can't solve. It's handed over to the detectives, where they they keep on talking about the case, and they collect the evidences and all, and then finally they come to a decision that to find the culprit, right? So for them we call them as a detectives. All right, so here we have a small conversation between these detectives. Let us see what's that. Page number 77, conditionals. Clea Baxter, America's leading detective, is talking to the Director General of Police about a particular case. Read carefully what he has to say. I am worried, Baxter. The case has got a lot of publicity. What will happen if we are not able to solve the mystery? Publicity means, children, many of them, almost the public, they have come to know about the case. When you, for example, children, if you come to know that a case or something is going to happen, obviously you will waiting for the result, what may happen, right? The same thing. But if you don't know any case is going on or some exams are not going on, then you won't worry about the result, right? But obviously when you write an exam, you obviously will be waiting for the result, right? In the same way here also, the case which they were handling, it has become so publicity. Means everywhere in the newspaper, everywhere it has been printed, and many people know about the case now. So obviously they have to bring out with some result. They have to catch the victim, right? So here, who is that? The general director, okay, the Director General of Police, he is talking to the detective, telling that if we are not able to solve the mystery, what will happen? That's what his question is. Nothing to worry, sir. There's only one problem. It will take us more than a week if we test all the suspects on the lie detector. Right? So lie detector is a machine, okay? When you say lie, it will detect, okay? With the help of this needle, it will show that whether you're telling a lie or a truth, okay? So he says that, don't worry about this, that we have only one problem left out, and it may take a week, okay, to complete. So if we test all the suspects means in the case who all have come across, right? You might have seen in the CID serials, right, children? They to catch the thief or the victim or whatsoever, okay? They speak to many people. It's like a suspecting. Maybe he is involved in this crime, or she is involved in the crime. It is just to suspect them, okay? In that way. So he is saying that all the suspects, till now who all were the suspects in this case, let us check them through the lie detector, he says. Then what should we do? Who can help us? The police asked. If these two plants were in this room at the time of the murder, they might help us. So you can see that the two plants are they saying there. So he is saying that if these two plants were there in the room, so these two plants will help us to solve this case here. Ms. Baxter, he says to the police director. Okay. So depending upon this, we have some questions being asked over there. So what is that? Now work with your partner and answer the question. Open the next page, children, page number 78. Okay, here DGP means Director General of Police. Okay, DGP, all right. Why is the DGP very upset? So why is he upset, children? Because the case has become so publicity, right? And he was in a worry whether they will be able to solve the mystery or not. Okay, so what will happen if they are not able to solve the mystery? So if they were not able to solve the mystery, then it will be a big shame, of course, right? It's a shame for the department. So how many weeks will it take if they test all the suspects on the lie detector? It may take a week. Already it is given, more than a week. Then complete the sentences. These two plans might help us if they were in the room at the time of murder. Okay, just check out your answers. You can just copy from here. The DJP is upset as he is thinking what will happen if they will fail to solve the mystery. What would happen if they were not able to solve the mystery? If they are not able to solve the mystery, the public will not have trust on them, or we can write trust on them, or they will be shameful for the department also, right? Then, how many weeks will it take if they test all the suspects on the lie detector? If they test all the suspects on the lie detector, it will take more than a week. Complete the sentence, right? These two plans might help us if they were in that room at the time of murder. Yes. So here, she already has told you in the beginning of the video that always the conditional we start with the if, and the condition like if is what will happen, what is the situation, and what will happen you use after the in the sentence at the end of the sentence, right? In the above sentence, we have used if to talk about situations or events that may or may not happen in the future. These sentences are called conditional sentence. In a conditional sentences, so one part of a sentence lays down the condition for the action expressed in the second part. The part laying down the condition usually begins with if. The two parts in the way of expresses a cause and effect relationship. Okay. See, next page you have, let us study these examples. If it rains, I will stay at home, someone says. Or, I will stay at home if it rains. Both have the same meaning. Okay, only the usage of if is being changed there, right? Here they are using in the beginning what will happen. If it rains, I will stay at home. So, I will stay at home if it rains, right? Then, if I save money, enough money, I will go to Switzerland. Or, I will go to Switzerland if I save enough money, right? Read the given situation and answer what would you do in this situation. Situation is given over there and you had to write what will you do. Children, here I think we are going to use the the first conditional, right? Where the present form is there and afterwards will, the future form is used over there, right? So read the given situations over there, right? See, what will you do if you win 1 crore rupees on a game show? So I have written here, if I won 1 crore, I will help the poor, right? You can write your own answer. You may write, I will build a mansion or a castle, or I will go for a world tour, right? Or you will give it to the charity, anything, whichever you want, you can write down the answer over there. Okay, children. Next is, okay, if I perform, what would you do if you could perform lot of magic tricks, okay? If I can perform lot of magic tricks, I will entertain my friends. Or you can show anything, I can perform magic tricks and so you can write your own answer that you will eat chocolates and all whatsoever, okay? Then situation 3, if you become a great star, what all will you do? Great star means a hero, okay? If I were a star actor, I would do the free stage shows for the poor people, right? So this is what is there. I have given the answer. You can write your own answer there, okay? See, for example, next one, you see, down it's given over there. We also use if to talk about the situation or events that did not take place in the past. For example, if the weather had been fine, we would have gone for a swim. Right, children? So here you can see there the another condition, that is the second condition is being used over there. If I had seen you, I would have waited for you. Right? It's the second condition is being used over there. That is a past participle is being present past perfect plus the past participle is being used with the help of would have, right? It is the second condition, right? Now they are giving some kind of situation where you have to write the answer in the form of the second condition, that is past perfect, that is had plus past participle, and would have then past participle, okay? So I have written lots of magic tricks. I would have entertained many people. Another type of answer I have given over there. You can just have a look. Okay. He did not see the sign. If he had seen the sign, okay. If he had seen the sign, it is sign actually. This is wrong. Yeah. It is sign. Okay. It is not sign. Sign is a symbol. Okay, right. Right, okay. He did not see the sign is there. Okay. If he had seen the sign, he would not have brought his dog. See, he had seen is a past perfect, that is had plus V3 form of the verb. Then would not or would have. Okay, would not have is used over there, and the past participle, that is brought. The past participle of bring is brought. Bring, brought. The V3 form of bring is brought. Okay, so this is what the format is being used over there. Right, now coming to the next one. She did not hear the doorbell. If she had heard the doorbell, she would have opened the door. Okay, children. So here you have to add had. Okay. If she had heard the doorbell, she would have opened the door. Had heard is a past perfect. Okay, and would have is being used over there, and opened is a V3 form of the verb. Okay. If she had heard the doorbell, she would have opened the door. Now coming to the last one. She did not see the sign. Okay. She did not see the sign. If she had seen the sign, she would not have parked her car. Right? The last one. She did not see the gold necklace. If she had seen, right? If she had seen, S-E-E-N seen. Okay, if she had seen the gold necklace, she would have picked it up. Right, children? So this is the format how you use over there. Coming to the next page. Work with your partner, ask him or her a question based on the pictures given below and let him or her answer. Write the answers in the space provided. The first one has been done for you, right? Buy her the necklace. Price is 16,000, right? Why don't you buy her the gold necklace? I would have if it wasn't so costly, right? Now next one. Walk to the ferry. Distance is 6 kilometers. Why don't you walk to the ferry? Then I would have if it wasn't so far, right? Climb the mountain. Height is 6,000 meters. Why don't you climb the mountain? I would have if it wasn't so high. Put on your socks. Just been washed. Why don't you put on your socks? I would have if it wasn't so wet. Take the bus packed with people. Why don't you take that bus? I would have if it wasn't so crowded. Okay, children, see here at your home also for every small fever maybe or cold. It happens, children, for everywhere we don't use. Yeah, so we never. It doesn't mean that every time you are taken to hospital, right? Maybe if you have a small fever or a small cold, right? They won't take you to the hospital, right? For small things which happens, like if you fall on the ground, have a small part of blood is bleeding and all, they won't take you to hospital, right? So obviously your mother will be having a home remedy for that. Or your granny may be saying something. If you're having a granny or grandpas and all, they will be having a home remedy which they usually obviously we use it, right? So in the same way, children, here you have a kind of activity over there. Work in groups of 4. Obviously we can't do it. Get into the role of the grandmother. Means you think that you are a grandmother because you have heard what your grandmother keeps on saying you every time, right? So you know almost what your grandmother speaks about here of such kind of like weakness, or if you fall sick and or what she is, there is a common remedy that she gives, right? So think that you are grandmother right now. Think of at least 2 more home remedies that you can give to Vivek. So Vivek is your friend, okay? So that he can note them down in his diary, okay? The first one is for headache. Okay, so obviously, children, I have written something over there. You can just give your own answer also if your grannies or your parents are giving some other remedy for that. Okay, doesn't mean that you have to write the same thing over there. So if you are suffering from headache, apply juice of tulsi on your forehead. Okay, or you might have heard telling someone that if you have a headache, drink a cup of ginger tea. Right, ginger tea. Okay, where ginger is put into the tea and they boil nicely and give it. Okay, you can just give your own ways and all in your home, in what way they treat for headache commonly. Okay, next is sore throat. Right, so if you have a sore throat, right, then take 1 teaspoon of ginger juice with honey. Right, or you can go with gargling throat with a lukewarm water, with a lukewarm salty water also. We do that. Okay, so just you check out what your grannies or your parents they say for such small sickness and all, what kind of home remedies they give. You can write over there for these two. Okay, so we have a small poem over there. Work with a partner. Read the following poem written by Anurag of class 5. On being a kite, if I were a kite, I would kneel, stretched my skinny arms out wide and wait for the wind. All day I could loop and climb and soar into pure sky. So what? Now you are going to write your own poem, right, children? If I were a kite, I would kneel. Okay. Actually, children, this part you can write on your own also. Something you can add. See, I will just try to share what I have written over there. If I were a peacock, I would dance when it rains, right? And I would spread my feathers. When I will dance, the people start looking at me, right? In that way, you just add up your own words and just try to complete your own poem. Okay, be a poet for this and write down your name, right? Okay, children. Yes. See, get to know yourself better. Read what Snigdha has written about herself. If I feel lonely means all alone. Okay, I shall listen to music. If I feel bored, I shall read Ruskin Bond's stories. If I am angry, I will count up to 100. Now turn over the page, children. Say I have given some situation for you. You have to write out what you will do. Okay. Now write down what you will do in the following. If I feel lonely, what will you do, children? You may go and meet your friends or go to the park or play with your cycle or watch TV, whatsoever, right? If you are bored, you can the same thing. You play with a teddy or something else. You do some craft work and all. So you can give your own answers. I have given my own answer. You can just try to change it also. Don't write the same answer. Okay. I will watch television. I will read story books. I will sit quietly if I'm angry. Right. Then if I feel excited, I start jumping. I will jump with joy. Right. It is your part. Right, children. Try to complete it off and. You can write your own answer also. Okay, children. It doesn't mean that whatever the answers I have shown you in the PPT doesn't mean that you have to write down the same answer. Try to put your own idea also over there. Okay. Thank you.